we're not recording. I'm going to have to do this again. So sorry, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Africa Textile Talks, and welcome to our last session of the day. We're extremely excited to be joined by our session with the British Council and Mauritius International Art Fair, which will be presenting the SDG exhibition. We'll be having a lovely chat with Hafiza Jupal, who is the British Council Acting Director, Country Director for Mauritius. We'll also be meeting some of the artists who have been taking place, who've been selected for the exhibition, as well as seeing the actual virtual exhibition itself. So without further ado, Daryl will be kicking off with our presentations from the artists. You can go ahead, Daryl.
Comme on fait la danse contemporaine et tout, étudiant en 3e année aux Beaux-Arts, qui représente SDG Goal number 1 aujourd'hui, No Poverty. No Poverty qui fait c'est parce qu'il représente bien mon vécu en tant que personne, ne venant pas d'une famille aisée, et aussi un travail symbolique et motif d'espoir pour les enfants et autres générations qui subissent un manque quelconque, et aussi un travail très symbolique de la société Rodriguez, que nous saluons en passant, comme même si des fois nous disons que c'était une société un petit peu sous-développée, mais la mentalité même, une mentalité tracée, comme on nous dit dans le langage créole, et sa facilité qu'ils ont pour transmettre ça de génération en génération, No Poverty.
I'm Rachel Lohan, and I have been working on Sustainable Development Goal number 2, which is No Hunger. I chose this goal because it broke my heart to see how many people today are struggling to put food on their table. I chose to depict a food forest. If we all start by planting even a tiny edible forest today, we'll soon find ourselves with an abundant amount of fresh produce to feed our families.
Bonjour, moi c'est Yeshusvi, je représente le Sustainable Development Goals numéro 3, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Comme nous tous connaissons COVID-19 il bien affecté nous, alors on choisit ce goal-là pour sensibiliser et créer un awareness sur l'importance d'avoir un environnement sain pour être en bonne santé. Merci.
Bonjour tout le monde, c'est Jessie. Aujourd'hui, moi représente SDG numéro 4 qui est relié avec l'éducation. Et dans mon tableau qui est à l'arrière de moi, je représente comment nos systèmes d'éducation fonctionnent et pour le développement social. Je servi collage, je servi recyclage des magazines, des papiers pour faire ce tableau-là qui est entièrement sur la technique collage.
Bonjour tout le monde, moi c'est Nivedita. Alors premièrement, je tiens à remercier The Arts et le British Council pour donner l'opportunité pour travailler une demande SDGs, l'exhibition SDGs through art. Alors moi, mon SDGs qui me gagne pour travailler, c'est SDG number 5, Achieve Gender Equality and Empower All Women and Girls. Alors moi, pour mon projet, je me servi la plupart, c'est mon upcycle materials pour créer ma petite figurine. C'est part of my project et le travail final, je pour laisser ça bientôt pour que vous découvrir mon art dans l'exhibition. Merci.
Bonjour, c'est Anusha et je travaille sur les SDG Goals numéro 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. Mon travail explore l'utilisation de l'eau dans notre vie quotidienne et je mets l'emphase sur la façon dont des personnes des différentes régions et différents pays ont l'accès à l'eau potable et l'assainissement. Par rapport aux personnes dans une situation au contraire n'ont pas l'accès à l'eau du tout. qui soulève aussi une prise de conscience sur notre propre utilisation de l'eau dans notre vie quotidienne.
Bonjour, et Nanda Narayanan, artiste peintre, et j'ai la responsabilité dans cette initiative-là. Développe mon travail, mon peinture, le thème Sustainable Energy, ça veut dire SDG 7. Donc, ce que j'ai réalisé, je transmettre dans mon travail, c'est que dans le pays, nous entourer avec deux éléments principaux, soleil avec la mer. Dans le futur, ce que je démontrer dans mon travail, c'est que dans le futur, tout nous a une infrastructure pour dépendre de green energy. Principalement l'eau, l'énergie solaire et l'énergie, la mer, c'est qui peut produire peu de nous. Merci.
Sharam, aussi connu comme Frappy. Je suis artiste peintre, graphic designer, ça fait 15 ans. Je remercie The Arts and British Council de Maurice pour de nouvelles artistes une opportunité pour nous avoir exprimé notre créativité, nos talents pour le SD Goals qui est établi par the United Nations General Assembly en 2015. Et moi, je choisis pour opter pour goal numéro 8 qui représente Economic Growth et pour promouvoir une économie soutenue, inclusive et durable en même temps pour créer un decent jobs pour la population mauricienne. Merci.
Bonjour, moi c'est Diksha, graphic designer et artiste. Tout d'abord, merci à The Art Committee et le British Council pour ça l'opportunité pour travailler le Independent SDG établi par United Nations. Mon goal c'est goal numéro 9, c'est-à-dire Industry Innovation et la construction. Le but de ce travail-là, c'est encourager et éduquer le public au maximum pour créer une île Maurice durable. C'est-à-dire, nous revoir avec un support visuel qui va une innovation Maurice peut faire dans les zones industrielles et de la construction. Merci.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Kenji Masudi, je suis un artiste polyvalent. Et un artiste polyvalent qui veut dire, ça veut dire un artiste qui touche un peu à tout, ça veut dire sculpture, gravure et aussi la peinture et surtout le recyclage. Mais je profite de l'occasion qui m'a pour participer à l'exposition The Art pour présenter le thème et Reduce Inequalities Among Countries, que pour montrer différentes facettes et à travers plusieurs visages, et surtout je peux montrer même si nous avons différentes couleurs et ethniques et nous formons partie du même culture. Merci beaucoup.
Bonjour, moi c'est Ashwin Dugoran, artiste. Alors moi je travaille au SDG Goal numéro 11, le Sustainable Cities and Communities. Et mon travail c'est une peinture à l'huile. Et je représente une ville durable et l'importance de la verdure et la nature pour que toute la communauté soit capable de vivre dans un environnement sain, en sécurité et dans l'harmonie et la paix.
Bonjour à tous, je suis Isabelle Gerbou. Alors je participe au SDG numéro 12, qui est la consommation et la production responsable. Alors mon œuvre aura pour but de mettre en avant les ressources naturelles de l'île et de leur redonner une nouvelle vie. Et mon thème que je vais développer, c'est Moka, le cœur de l'île. Alors je ne vous en dis pas plus, j'espère vous voir pour découvrir ce lieu emblématique de l'île. Merci et à bientôt. Bye.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Lutfia Nanek, je suis une artiste peintre mauricienne. Pour l'exhibition organisée par la British Council et The Arts concernant 17 SDG des Nations Unies, je choisi pour travailler le SDG Climate Change. Je choisi ce thème-là parce qu'il concerne la nature et les actions que nous devons prendre pour sauver la planète. Mon travail à la base est très inspiré de la nature. Je dérive trois quarts de l'inspiration des scènes naturelles, des couleurs qu'ils trouvaient dans la nature. Et je choisis ce thème-là parce que les chagrine moi qui nous peut arriver à un point que toute la beauté qui est dans la nature peut, pas petit à petit, mais rapidement effacer. Et il arrive à dire que nous devons rapidement prendre action pour remédier à ça. Donc, je peux espérer que mon travail inspire les autres, les dégâts qui peuvent arriver et ainsi de suite, qu'ils prennent action pour essayer remédier à sa bonne catastrophe naturelle là. Donc, je remercie ZIOT et British Council pour l'opportunité de participer à cette exhibition activiste et nous espérer que ça engage la population à prendre action.
Moi, c'est Koyali Amira, plasticien. Aujourd'hui, je vais gagner l'opportunité pour présenter le SDG Goal Life Underwater. Donc, à travers mes créations surréalistes, je peux essayer de faire passer un message afin sensibilise l'audience contre la pollution plastique. Et aussi, à travers mes créations, on utilise un élément à base de plastique qui nous considère comme déchets, disons l'acrylique qui est séché, l'eau, une palette, afin de contribuer pour le recyclage.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Catherine Lee, je suis artiste photographe. J'ai choisi le thème Life on Land car c'est un sujet qui me tient particulièrement à cœur. Ces dernières années, j'ai vu notre jolieuse île se dégrader à vue d'œil, notre nature luxuriante remplacée par du béton. Je pense qu'il est primordial de préserver le peu de cette richesse naturelle qui nous reste et qui est sérieusement menacée par l'urbanisation rampante. Mon œuvre Hope, qui fait partie de ma série Nature City, est un plaidoyer pour intégrer et respecter la nature dans tout projet de développement et aussi un message d'espoir. Merci.
Bonjour, merci à The Arts et British Council pour cette opportunité-là. Le thème que je choisis, c'est SDG 16, qui représente la paix et la justice, mais aussi très important, une institution qui faut redevable. Mon pièce d'or qui, à l'arrière, c'est un grand tableau de 1,50 m en acrylique. Moi, je vais découvrir. Merci.
Et Raquel, artiste polyvalent, et vous avez la chance pour exposer pour SDG Goal. Et moi, mon goal pour moi, c'est le numéro 17. C'est-à-dire strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable. Et dans mon travail, vous pouvez servir un déchet que vous pouvez faire une forme d'art, que vous trouvez un humain, qui est une forme symbolique que vous pouvez retrouver, qui fait par moi, toi, nous mettons la main ensemble pour nous faire recyclage. Voilà.
Welcome back, and I thank you so much to the artists for putting this presentation together and taking the time out to introduce their work. We're very much looking forward to the cream and the delight of today's session, which is their virtual tour. So without further ado, Daryl, would you be able to commence the tour, please? Hello, everyone. And we now can welcome Hafiza Jaypour, British Council Acting Director. It's a mouthful for me, for Mauritius. Hafiza, are you about?
Hi, Priya. I am here, just experiencing some connection issues. Sorry about that.
It's been our entire Friday, unfortunately. How are you, Hafiza? Thank you very much for joining us. I know you've been running from one exhibition to another, from the launch to the whole making of it all.
Yeah, no, everything is good, and it's it's a real pleasure to join in this session, and really thank you to Twig, Imiloa Collective, to include our virtual exhibition as part of the Africa Textile Talks. So really, it's such a pleasure to be here with you today.
So could you please tell us about this this whole collaboration of bringing in local artists, Z Arts as well? Sadly, Zahira can't join us today.
Yeah.
But how did it all come about?
Yeah, so yeah, I think as you said, first off, apologies on behalf of Zahira. So as most of you know, she's got the Mauritius International Art Fair going on right as we speak. So she's in a conference right now. So Z Arts is hosting. They launched MIAF yesterday, and it's ongoing until Sunday. So she's very taken up with that. So apologies on her behalf. How did this happen? Okay, so I'll give you some context, set the scene a little bit. The artists would know about this from way back when we started this collaboration. So the Queen's Baton Relay took place in November 2021. And as part of the various activities that we were planning with local partners and artists, one of the conversations we were having with Zahira was around the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, one of the key aspects of the Queen's Baton Relay as part of the Commonwealth Games 2022 and the Commonwealth Games in general is looking at the different sustainable goals and how do we help to achieve these through the work that we're doing, the projects that we're doing, and the different activities that we are hosting with partners in country. So then Zahira told us, so we really wanted to do a project around the SDGs. We didn't know quite what it would be then. So this is a conversation from many moons ago. And then Zahira told us about the SDG project she did in Dubai. So it was 17 SDGs, 17 artists. And it was spot on perfect, exactly what we wanted to do. It was just sounded like the perfect project for us. And that's where it all started. So we did the call out for applications for artists and Imiloa Collective. So Priya, you were involved in part of the process and supported us in the selection of the artists, the 17 artists for this project, the SDGs through art. And I should mention here that we also selected 7 other artists for a mural that we did at the Barclays Center for Learning. So that was one of the other projects that we did as part of the Queen's Baton Relay, inspired by the SDGs, and that took place in early May. So that's a little bit about how it happened. And then eventually once we selected the 17 artists, Zahira and her team at Z Arts, they got in touch with all the artists, and there was a beautiful exchange around. So some I know very passionately had a specific idea about which SDG they wanted to work on. Otherwise, there was a beautiful exchange and sharing of which SDG they could work on and which one they would eventually take on and give their own take on it visually. So yeah, I'll pause there for a second in case you've got any questions. Because that was a lot.
I was just going to say that was a role. But how did the virtual concept come about? Because that's not something that's so popular, particularly with Mauritian showcases. And it's beautifully done, the layout, the visuals. How did that concept come about?
So This is where we need our lovely Zahira to tell us more. But what I can share, of course, from my perspective is, so with, of course, COVID-19, the restrictions, the pandemic, and all the onset of being at home and doing this right now, having this exchange virtually in this way, we knew that it was very important to create an element of this exhibition just in case, and the artists, they experienced the just in case, because this exhibition, the face-to-face aspect of the exhibition, was meant to take place many months ago. And they've been so patient, and they hung in there, and they stuck it out with us, and and it's finally happening. So it's actually happening tomorrow. I'll tell you more about that later. But yeah, so the just in case we can't do a face-to-face exhibition, so what's the plan B? And this is something that Zahira has been doing on other exhibitions that she's delivered as part of the arts, and the virtual element. So she was doing quite a few virtual activities during the pandemic, and it was just the next natural step that, yes, we'd love to host this face-to-face, but we need to also take into consideration the reality of the restrictions. So right now, for example, even though we can do something face-to-face, we still have the restrictions of the number of guests. So having this virtual component was something that Zahira came forward and offered, and she's got the team that she works with to put this together. And I agree with you, it's been really beautifully done, showcasing the 17 artists' artwork. So that's a brilliant piece of work, really. And it's all about that extra reach and exposure for these artists who've put a lot of their time and passion into these artworks. So I'm happily speaking on their behalf right now. Artists, I hope it's okay. But yeah, I've heard some feedback from some of them, and I know how much dedication, hard work, and effort they put into this, and it's been a long time coming and a long wait, which we really appreciate them hanging in there with us. So there you go, we knew it was really important having that virtual element, and there you go, that's why it's there. So now this is something, a living, breathing, virtual piece of the exhibition that can that the artists can refer to, and other people, of course.
Yeah, and so you mentioned about the selection process, and I remember being part of that selection process and being absolutely overwhelmed by the content. How was that as being like the main funders, British Council? Was you overwhelmed as well by the response, by the talent? And how was that for you in regards to the selection process?
I think yes, absolutely. The quality of the applications, I have to say, is what really struck us. It's great applications, very high quality, and it was really great seeing very diverse portfolios from a variety of art forms, actually. So we've got some installations as well, and so there's different so there's mixed media, so different types of art forms that come through to us, and it was really, as you said, overwhelming, but in the really good way, in a very positive way. So it was great seeing such diverse portfolios, and just really great quality applications. So it's been really good being able to work with all these different artists, and I really look forward to seeing them tomorrow morning, actually. Yeah,
so tell us more about the actual launch is taking place tomorrow. Where is it taking place, and tell us more details.
Sure. Okay. So, so as you said, the event is funded by the British Council, and it's been delivered by Z Arts, and they've launched it as part of the Mauritius International Arts Fair. And Z Arts is working with the Mauritius Museums Council in Port-Louis, and that's where the face-to-face exhibition is being launched. So Saturday, 25th June, that's tomorrow at 10 in the morning, we're doing the official launch of the SDGs Through Arts exhibition.
And so will the attendees be able to meet the artists? Will they be there tomorrow as well and engage with the artists as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So all the artists have been invited. There's a couple of them, I think, who are abroad, but most of them are here. So absolutely, guests will be able to meet the artists, and we are really excited about finally meeting them after so many months of waiting for the face-to-face element of this exhibition.
And how long is the exhibition running for?
So tomorrow is the official launch, and it's from 10 till 12. And then the exhibition will be open to the public from the 27th of June till the 30th of June.
Excellent. And there's anything else you'd like to add? This has been absolutely a spectacular session, meeting the artists, viewing the artwork. Anything you'd like to say to the artists involved and your partners?
Yeah, I think just to reiterate, a big thank you to you, Priya from Imloa Collective, and Jackie from Twig, and Daryl with the technical support. Thank you so much for just making this happen for us. It was so important that we have a virtual launch, and you guys just really swooped in and made it happen for us. So we really appreciate that. Thank you. So on behalf of Z Arts and British Council, thank you for making that happen for us. And then just I think to the artists, just once again, a huge thank you for being so patient and being the definition and embodiment of resilience, really, through several months of you know, it's been a hard time around for everyone. It still is, and just being so patient and making things happen despite everything. And yeah, just really excited to meet everyone tomorrow, see the artworks face to face, you know, in person. So that's really exciting. And I think maybe on a final note to say that I hope, so this to the artist, I hope that this is the beginning of a great journey with this exhibition. The idea is really, we'd like to sort of turn it into a traveling exhibition, so have it in different spaces locally. So that'd be quite exciting, a space to watch. So yeah, that's about it, really. Thank you.
Thank you, Ha. Thank you very much for your time. And just lastly, before we leave, where can we find the link for the virtual exhibition for those that might not be able to attend the actual event as from tomorrow? Is that placed anywhere that we can find it?
Yeah, so in theory, it will be on Z Art's website, but all of that will be announced officially by Z Arts on their social media platforms.
Excellent. Thank you very much to you, the artists, and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Priya. Thank you, and good evening to everyone. Have a lovely evening.